Hello everybody, my name is Toasty. Bear with me while I try to get through this intro, because I don't have a script and I refuse to make one. Is that going to be a problem that I run into the future while making videos on YouTube? Definitely, but I'm going to procrastinate and pretend like it's not a problem. The footage you're seeing is from day 7. Pretty much the only early day footage I have of my Minecraft world. And something that I had a goal with from the very start is to show you the journey from not day 0, but from a future date. Now, on day 7 I didn't quite have that vision, but I did find that vision a couple weeks later when I realized that I wanted to do something that I haven't really seen any YouTubers do. Show you the journey from a different point. Most Minecraft YouTubers show you from the very start of the creation of the world, but I wanted to do something different. I wanted to show you the journey midway through, because, like a lot of people have said, Minecraft Hardcore kind of mirrors what life is. One chance to do something great, and at any day, any point, one small mistake or one big mistake, something in your control, something out of your control, could be the last mistake you make. And I think that's beautiful. And I think that's also beautiful that we are strangers. You don't know me, and I don't know you. But, like all friendships begin, I would like to be able to know you. And I would like you to be able to know me. So, you get to join in at a random point in my life. I'm 20 years old, and in August, I will be 21. Now, to this point, you do not know me, but there, you have a little fact about me. If you would like, leave a fact about you in the comments below. But, back to what I was saying, I think it would be beautiful for you to come in to my life through this hardcore world at a random point. You don't know how I got to this point, you don't know what I did, and you don't know how long it took me in real life days. Obviously, it took 122 days in game, but that's beyond the point. I think that there's a sort of beauty with not knowing what I went through. I can tell you the stories, and of course, that's definitely not as interesting as seeing them played out, but I do have a couple clips from earlier days that might give you some context as to what I did and how I did them. I never knew what I wanted to do, like I said. In the earlier days, like the footage that you were just seeing a moment ago on day 7, I wanted to show you the progress from the early days, but I never really got around to it. I suffer from severe ADHD, which prevents me from being able to commit to things long term, except my lovely relationship with my fiance. So with that being said, it is very hard to make YouTube videos despite me enjoying the process very much. I love the editing, and I love the process of filming it all, especially the voiceovers. I get to control everything that you see, and it just makes me really happy to do that. So I guess the thing I'm trying to say is this is pretty hard. Being able to sit down for hours at end and do the thing that I enjoy without it becoming a chore. Now, that kind of sets me up for failure with this channel, and maybe I'll get burnt out at some point, but I would like to try to commit to this because I need something to do while my fiance is not here. So without further ado, I would like to give you guys a tour of my lovely world that is definitely not stolen from Stampy Cat. Let's get right into the tour so I can stop wasting your time and stop stalling. I want to apologize for the significant decrease in quality of the microphone. I'm using my PlayStation audio this time rather than using my actual microphone and setup with my editing program, so I do apologize. So, it's day 1, 2, 3. How fitting. Okay. So, let's start with the basics. So, we got right here mending. Perfect. This guy or girl, doesn't really matter. thorns too. I know some people say that that's not good to have because it increases the durability damage taken when you take damage. So I don't know how true that is, but apparently that's the case. This over here is my cousin's house. He has no idea how to build, and it, you know, looks like a giant cube because it is a giant cube. There's not anything interesting on the inside, unfortunately. Nothing worth showing, of course, because why would I want to take the time to show somebody else's creation, you know? I'm evil. Very evil. So, you'll probably hear that sound. It is my XP farm. Just pop a potion of infestation in there, and then let your game die while you're down here as the frame rate drops to incredibly low rates, and you'll hear the zombies down there. I don't know how it works, it just does. Not my problem. And here it is. You saw it in day 7. You see that giant P because I'm not going to tell you my name, but it starts with a P. You're probably going to guess it very easily because there are not many names, common names, that start with a P. So, yeah, take that as you will. So, we got the nether portal. I apologize if this doesn't look good. It's unconventional in ways, but also it's home. You're going to notice a few things like this. This is an uncrafting table. It comes very handy when I have things that I don't need anymore. Like if I crafted you can craft 3 doors at a time, but not 1. And I typically don't need all 3 doors, so I can get my wood back. Very, very convenient for me. And I also have my enchanting table, which is a little unconventional, I will say, because I'm starting to notice a pattern here. Everything that I have done is kind of inconvenient, but that's not your problem, it's mine. So next up we have the inside of my little cave, which is a temporary home, and these are my 3 favorite dogs. We have Hunter, which I know it's a very generic name. Ever since I was a kid, though, I made a vow to my dog that I lost in one of my Minecraft Xbox 360 playthroughs that no one will ever see because it's lost to time. I lost him, and I said I would never ever play a world and get a dog and not name Hunter. So here's Hunter, here's Benny, and then here's the dog that I took. I took a bunch of dogs on a raid that I didn't name, and this is the only survivor from that. So yippee, unnamed dog. We have this from one of the ancient cities I went to, and here's just a small look at my very, very weird inventory. You'll see that I have this disaster controller. So the disaster controller is part of another mod pack that I have called Insane Disasters. And I'm sorry, I do have controller drifts. It sucks. I am very sorry. But that pack allows for a handful of natural disasters like tornadoes, earthquakes, acid rain, blizzards, and other events to take place, including meteor showers, which give you netherite, which I haven't abused yet because I'm stupid, I guess. Here's my house that I recently built, which I don't typically stay in. Pretty beautiful. Got a little balcony with the zombie over there. Oh, he's gonna go all the way down. Okay, I should sleep for sure. So day 1, 2, 3 is officially over as we go into, oh, that's a lot of, wow, 1, 2, 4. So very nice. I have a bunch of potions of a bad omen in there that I use for raids when I go to the village so that I can get more of these totems of undying. I need to get these boots fixed as soon as possible. But yeah, that's the best tour I can give you. That is a disaster warning. So if that starts going off, we know a disaster's happening, but those are turned off. And then, as proof of going to the ancient cities, I collected over 40 spawners. That is it for the tour of my living area, at least. There is a village off in the distance, in that direction, and then also that direction. I don't have an amazing seed. That pause. We're not gonna start talking about seed. We're not gonna start talking about my seed. I should probably explain this now so you guys don't get confused. I do play on this world when you guys aren't seeing progress. That's mostly the reason why that I don't have any updates through footage, is because I'm busy playing this world, and then when I do want to record, it happens to be on this world. So I do apologize in advance. The next time you see me, I will not be doing day 124. It will probably be like day 150. But I promise you, the end goal is literally the end by day 200. So I will see you in the next one. Have a very nice day. And I'm going to try to think of an intro that isn't the cringiest shit you've ever heard. So stay toasty or something. I don't know. If you enjoyed, leave a like. And if you enjoyed enough to leave a subscription, that would also be awesome. But I'm not going to beg, because I beg for no one. But anyway, have a lovely day, everybody. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.